The last 20 years, our first guest has survived every life or death situation imaginable as the indestructible Dr. Meredith Grey. Now she has a new show, the limited series Good American Family.
Did you? Just come in our room?
I don't think so.
Nighttime isn't for wandering, sweet pea. It's for sleeping.
That's what I had been doing.
Can I hold Hercules for a minute?
Why?
Just want to give her a checkup, like at the doctor.
We hate doctors.
Okay, not the doctor, then. Just...
Mom, stop.
Natalia, just...
No, Mommy! No,
Natalia.
stop it!
Good American Family premieres Wednesday on Hulu. Please welcome Ellen Pompeo.
Thank you for that nice welcome.
Yes, after that unsettling clip there.
Look what we have here. We have a silver fox.
Yeah, who's the silver fox? Me or Guillermo?
You.
Oh, me? Oh, thank you. Well,
You're
thank you. I appreciate that. You look fantastic, but
As
that's
do you.
usual.
Thank you.
I saw the documentary series. Actually, I saw it's kind of perfect because I saw just enough of it to know what the premise is, but I did not see the ending, so I don't know what the ending is, but it is a crazy true story about an adoption and kind of a mystery, or at least that's how it was presented. In this is a fictionalization of that?
It is, and some facts were discovered, but we're playing with perspective in our show. It's the show about I play a woman who's adopted a child, thinking that it's going to be the perfect fix for my family, and then things don't go as we planned.
No.
Is often with children.
Yeah.
And then what sort of choices do you make when things don't go the way you thought they might go? And we're playing with perspective because you and I could both watch the same exact run of events and have two completely different opinions about what happened.
You make it sound so normal, and yet for those who've seen it, no,
Yes.
it is not normal at all.
No, it's not normal. Well, as is our world isn't normal right now. Right?
No,
I mean,
you're
we're
right.
all watching something happen, and there's people saying that something completely different is happening, but we're watching it happen. And
So I guess you haven't met the woman you play, or at least the character version of the woman you play.
No, I have not. Yeah.
Okay, yes, and you've not met Natalia Grace,
No.
Okay. Now, have you thought about, and this would be quite a twist, it could be another show, have you thought about reaching out to her and perhaps adopting her in real life and becoming her actual adopted mother?
Well, I have 3 children of my own.
Okay, so no?
And a couple of jobs.
The kids wouldn't be open to that?
You know, I'm quite busy.
By the way, I couldn't believe this, and I heard that Grey's Anatomy premiered 20 years ago this month, in March of 2005. That's pretty wild.
And what's crazy is every time to me, I feel like, and you've been doing this a long time too, I feel like they say that to me every year.
That is 20 years every year?
It's 20 years. It's 20 years. I
Yeah.
feel like it's been 20 years.
But
for
it
the past
really
4
is
years.
20 years now.
Right.
Whoever told you beforehand was,
Lying.
making up a weird lie.
Yes,
yeah.
they do,
But
to get me
20
to do
years.
things.
And now, as you know well, I'm sure you hear this all the time, there's all these young people who are going on Hulu and watching it from the beginning and re-experiencing the show. Do your kids watch it?
My 15-year-old has seen it.
Uh-huh.
And now my 10-year-old wants to see it.
Oh.
Which she's not ready. But a lot of kids in her class have seen it.
Oh, they have?
Yes. No
What-
judgment
what
on other
age-
parents.
At what
But
age
I don't
is it
want my
okay?
daughter to see me in my underwear on television just yet. But all her classmates have, so. That makes for great conversation.
God,
at
that is
pickup.
the weirdest thing about Hollywood. I think there's so many weird things, but I remember my son, when he was playing Little League, my oldest son, Kevin, his coach was Bryan Cranston. And it was a Sunday, and we went to the game, and then we went home, and it was an episode of Malcolm in the Middle where he was dancing around in his underwear the whole time. And that didn't happen to me growing up.
It is a super weird place in that way, but also really incredible place at the same time because these kids look all around them and they see a bunch of people whose dreams came true.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
And they believe that their dreams too can come true. So.
Yes, I too can be on television in my underpants for my
Exactly
children
right,
to
yes.
see. Do you feel emotional watching those? Is it like watching home movies in a way?
No, because I don't remember half of it.
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm just like, when did that happen?
Really?
yeah.
Really? Wow, how about that?
Yeah.
David Blaine is here tonight.
I know,
Do you
I'm
know
very
David
excited.
at all?
I do, yes.
How do you know David?
So I've met him a couple times,
Uh-huh.
but when I was young, I had just moved to New York City, and a friend of mine said, we're going to go to this, this cool spot called Cafe Tabac, and, it's where everybody hangs out. Okay, so we go to Cafe Tabac, and it's this seedy little place in the East Village filled with really beautiful people. So there's all these models sort of hanging around in a corner in a circle, and I kind of glanced over, and I didn't notice, so clearly they're all looking at something. And I'm looking around, and the place is filled with smoke, called Cafe Tabac.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, I see the circle of models all scream and jump back. And I look over, and it was a guy. Honestly, he was 2 feet off the ground. His feet were not on the ground. They
2
weren't.
feet off the ground?
Their feet were not on the ground. And I was like, what? His feet aren't on the ground. And they were like, oh, yeah, that's Blaine. He's levitating.
And
I
he
was
would
like,
come and do it. And,
okay.
And then the
What
models.
is everybody in here smoking? Cafe Tabac. Because
It is
this
called-
dude is not on the floor. and that was my first introduction to him. And then, of course, obviously, I think we're all huge fans.
Would you like to be part of a reintroduction?
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe we'll all be floating around the
Yeah,
studio.
I'm
when
so
we
down.
come
I'm
out.
so
All
down.
right.
I'm a huge fan.
All
yeah.
right, very good. Ellen Pompeo is here. Her show's called Good American Family. You can see it Wednesday on Hulu. And when we come back, we'll have some magic with Ellen and David Blaine.
So
We'll be right back. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.